What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Need for Speed Most Wanted, and today you guys have been suggesting that I buy myself a new car, so I'm going to take a look at some cars and stuff that we can purchase because I'm pretty sure you're getting annoyed with the Golf. Now, I wanted to check something very quickly to see how much money we'd get from selling the Golf, so I had a look very quickly and saw that we get about 17,500. So I then went over to our LFA, which we can't even drive yet, and I decided to look how much we can sell it for, and yeah. We can get about 200k for the LFA, but I'm not going to sell that car. I'm going to keep that car. So if it's worth that much money, it must be pretty decent to drive. So what I'm going to do is go to free mode, and what we're going to do is have a look at the shop to see what car we can buy. We can get about 17 grand for this car, as I said anyway. So obviously if we need to sell this car towards getting an upgrade or something, then I'll easily be able to do that, because I'm sure we've got something faster in stock now. There must be something faster in stock. Instead of forcing you to watch the back of this every bloody episode, because that's the one thing I do prefer Most Wanted over Carbon. It doesn't limit you as much to your cars, I believe. I think it's that way around. I can't remember if it's one way or the other, but I know on one of them you can splash your cash and waste your money as much as you want, because we're not even that far in the game and we've got quite a bit of cash already. Obviously not a massive money, but it'll increase as we get further through the game and so on. But yeah, here we go. So just to let you know very quickly, the people that are having troubles with the mod, if you want to download the mod package, you have to put the password in. It's on the website as well. And if your antivirus is telling you not to use it, then make sure to disable it for 10 minutes or so on so you can launch the game. Once it's launched, everyone's fine with your antivirus on. It's just something that I can't actually fix. So we've got pretty much nothing to drive, obviously, as I expected. We've still got the Mustang GT, we've got that thing, we've got the RX-8, we've got the Clio, we've got the A4. We've got quite a few cars that I'd like to have a go at, but really I don't think will bring that much of a difference to the table. So I guess if we do look at the Golf GTI stats and kind of measure exactly where they are stock, and then kind of go to the higher end Mustang and have a quick look, the acceleration and handling is slightly better as well as the top speed, but it's nothing crazy. But who cares? We're going to splash the cash anyway, so I'm going to drive that now, so we can then go to a mod shop and mod that stuff up, because I like new cars. I love muscle cars, and this car is obviously one of the nicer ones that are, well, it's one of the only ones that are early on anyway, but you get the point. I didn't even do anything! I didn't do anything! Why are you coming after me? Please don't, I didn't do anything. So I managed to hook my DualShock 4 up, and the touchpad actually works as well, which is pretty damn cool. So, yeah, it's really good. There's a forum post, literally just search DS4 tool on Google, and it'll pretty much be the first forum link that comes up, which is pretty damn awesome. So let's have a look what we got for visual modifications. Let's be racers, because you know that's what we're all supposed to be to most people that don't like customizing vehicles. This is a pretty nice body kit, but I can't actually get this one yet. When do I get this one? Gotta be Earl. Okay, so for now we'll get this one. Costs us 7,500, so it's not too bad, I guess. Spoilers, gotta have a spoiler. I keep switching between the keyboard and mouse for when I'm doing the menus and stuff, it's annoying. Oh, that does look nice. I'd love that if I could have that. We've got to beat Earl, I'm guessing. No, Big Lou, bloody Jesus, that's quite a while away. Okay, so let's go with... I don't want to do anything too crazy, because that fits perfectly, whereas the others seem a bit off. If they're too, like, if they're that one, for example, that one seems a bit off. They seem a bit smaller than they should be. So I'm going to stick with the fishtail one. That one's not too bad. And for the rims, definitely want to change the rims. I don't like the stock rims on this car at all. Let's check out ADR. Okay, those were pretty nice straight away, and they're pretty cheap. So we'll go with those for now, because I don't want anything too over the top for this car, because we're not going to be driving it for very long, I don't think. So hopefully we can find some kind of carbon bonnets. Yeah, we can get carbon bonnets, only the early stage ones though. A lot of people don't like carbon bonnets, but I'm really into them. Confusing. Roof scoops, let's put one of these bad boys on. Let's go with something simple, not too over the top. Just like the headwind one. Okay, so let's buy all this. There you go, we've got our rice car. And now we're going to do some performance upgrades, so it's not a rice car. Education. So this is going to be the engine. Obviously, we're going to upgrade the engine as much as I can. NOS would be great if I could have some, which will bring our total up to 19,000 already, meaning we can't upgrade anything else because we've run out of monies. So I will go back to the house. Actually, no, before we go back to the house, we might as well check what we can get with 17 grand. He's telling me I've unlocked something, but I haven't. Oh, it'll be the special engine mod we've unlocked, which we're not going to put on this car, because obviously I don't want to use it on this car as of yet. So we could get transmission, which will boost it slightly, not by a lot. Suspension I'm not too bothered about just yet. Tyres, looking at that meaty supercharger right at the end there. Can we get the supercharger? No, we can't. It's not worth us selling our last car yet. So for now, we'll keep it as that. Let's go on to some paint, because we've got a bit of money left. I'm sure we can afford some paint. Yes, we definitely can. Here, so I'm going to use the mouse. I could use the touchpad, but I can't be bothered at the minute. If you want to see a video on me demonstrating the controller and how to set it up and stuff, make sure to let me know in the comments, and I'll do that as well. Because it's quite easy, really. Much easier than say the DS3 tool, which has some really shady program. But the DS4 is pretty cool. I think we'll go with red, because red is kind of how it should be. Black, I'm not too keen on black cars, mainly because it just feels very basic and limited, especially black and white cars, even with carbon. It's a bit, it feels like you're not tried. Let's try this gloss here. It's pretty much as it was at the beginning, but I can't really think of any other colour that really fits it as well. Let's quickly go on to... Let's rim paint. I want to change the colour of the rims. That looks nice. I love that. So, we have a total of 500. I'm guessing I picked the same bloody paint I already had. Let's try stripes. It'll be interesting to see what the stripes do, because they the carbon, they don't go over the carbon bonnet, do they? So they're quite interesting indeed. Body, that's what I wanted to check. Body stripes, if there are any of niceness. I don't want to do anything too crazy once again, because I don't like to plaster a lot of cars and stuff. If it's my own personal car like the SLS or something, then I'm probably going to smash everything on it I possibly can. But this car we're not going to be driving for too long, so I'm not too bothered about it looking amazing. I think we'll go with that. And if there was a carbon fibre colour, that would be great, but I'm going to go with that black. Oops, I just brought that up by accident. If I don't know, let's go on showcase. If it'll let me, that's 2, I'm at 3. Can I just use the mouse? Yeah, I can. That's fine, that'll do. Okay. So, total is 1,300. Let's go back. Back again. Buy. Yes. So I just spent all my money on this car. So, as we get through the game, I will ask you, like I did in Carbon, what cars you want me to buy. But for now, really, there isn't too much variety that was kind of obvious to pick this car over the others, really. But we're going to jump into some races now with the car. We've got Big Lou up next. Okay, so we are against Big Lou next. Wow, okay. I thought it was after the next guy that we're on. I completely forgot. I haven't played this in a week. I played this just before I'm about to upload it, so sometimes it might take a bit longer to process. It might be why it looks a bit rubbish sometimes. But one thing I want to do very quickly is return to the hideout, because what I want to check very quickly is the cars we've got. Just want to check a performance difference. So yeah, once again, the Golf GTI, as I already said, is still a beast. It's still faster than the Mustang GT. But that's mainly because we haven't upgraded it as much as the Golf GTI is upgraded. So I think I can deal without the handling, and the minor parts of top speed and acceleration mission should be fine for this video. But I will probably upgrade this through this video as well, I think, if I can get some more money together. But I'm going to do some not too difficult events in this car, because I don't want to try and push me to pretty much destined to fail kind of thing. So I guess this sprint would be fine. The only horrible corner I can see on that, actually there's two of them, is the one around... Oh, hang on, we messed it up. This corner here is going to be annoying to get over, and this corner here might be a bit of a nuisance, but or maybe that one as well. That one, I think I remember that. It's near the pier somewhere, but I'm going to risk this one and go for it, because I don't want to hurt my head with guessing, because I'm guessing they would level the cars to me rather than just be a specific level as such. Not to full extent, but to some extent. I'm guessing they're not going to make it that impossible. They all crashed. Well, that's a sign for me that I should use NOS and get out of here. As much as I like the motion blur in this game, I do wish I could turn it down, because of the YouTube compression and the compression of my capture software, it does look a bit like poo sometimes. So I wish I could change that slightly. Not like crazily, but it would be nice to adjust that. But then again, in the newer games, it's not as bad. I'm guessing it's because I'm kind of forcing the resolution to be pretty much at least twice as big as it should be. That was a bit of a horrible corner for you. But I wanted to take this route because it leads me straight onto this road rather than taking that corner at last minute. So they have to brake a bit after. They've taken a bit of a wide variety of different methods there, so I thought they'd all take the same route, but they didn't. That was we're already at 50% of this race. That was much quicker than I expected it to be. Oh. Oh, bollocks. That's it. Race over. Race is lost. No way I'm coming back from that. That was a terrible mistake. I told you I hate shortcuts. Shortcuts and me do not work. I'm going to at least attempt to win. I doubt I'm going to be able to do it at all, but... Don't know until you try. Oh, they haven't taken a shortcut. That is good news for me, because I could possibly gain a bit on them, but no, they're already ahead of me. They've already gone past where I need to be. And they're all flying right past me right now. And we're 84% in. Yeah. So I think if I drove the Golf, the situation would be much different. Yeah, no way I've won that. So let's restart that one. Oh dear. If it comes to it, I'm going to have to sell the Golf and kind of use the money from the Golf to put towards upgrading this vehicle. At least speed-wise. Handling is not as bad as I thought it would be, but it could be improved still. Doesn't mean it's great. It's actually not very great at all. I mean, look at that. It wouldn't even want to turn then. You're a speed breaker! No! That's just weird. You don't use speed breaker for corners. It's for breaking through roadblocks and stuff. I don't get it. I'm guessing it works, if you're suggesting it, but... yeah. Slows you down a bit too much, I think. Then again, that is a good idea for some of the higher end cars. This is not too high end though. What do you think you're doing? You've got bloody Chav in his grandma's car next to me. Oh, of course he got ahead. Come on! Yeah, I pulled the brake too much there. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need to upgrade this car. See? This is for you recommending me a new bloody car. I mean, recommending me to buy a new car at this stage. I only had 70k. I knew it was a silly idea. And of course, he brakes. So now I smack into the back of him and lose my position. When I could have flown past him. That thing sounds like a vacuum cleaner. What the hell? I don't really want to take that shortcut again, really. Okay, I am, because they're taking it. It must work somewhat. And once again, I've lost. Or have I? He just crashed. If I can keep it steady, I might actually win. Oh no, I've won. That was great. That's great. Good job. Thanks for crashing, everyone. The only way I would have won, because this car's not too great. Honest. Right, what else we got? We've got a circuit race. We've got that thing. We've got toll booth races. I'll do the toll booth races, get some money together, and then upgrade the car once again. Because I don't really want to sell the Golf in case this becomes absolutely terrible and unusable. I need to go back to the Golf, and obviously I can sell this and make a bit of money back from it. At least I got to drive it, and you got to see the car. I keep forgetting what the NUS button is and panic in case I press the bloody handbrake instead. I put X as NOS and I keep forgetting that. Even though it's like, I want X to be NOS because I'm used to that on literally every Need for Speed game for a while. I always seem to want to go back to the old method of like using square or circle for NOS or something. But yeah, this car is not very quick, is it? It's this weird handling model in this game. A lot of people love it. I don't hate it. It's just really weird and old and I guess outdated. That's why I preferred Undercover, because it felt a bit newer. Obviously it was a bit too easy, but if they could make that handling model and make it very more difficult depending on what car you're driving and so on, then I'd prefer that as my favourite. But my favourite in the Need for Speed series at the minute is, well, still probably that. It just doesn't... None of the cars feel like boats. Like, the cars feel like you're driving boats on this and Carbon. That's what I don't really like as much. I do like Criterion's model, except for the drifting. That being Most Wanted 2012s. See, Criterion, this video, I didn't insult you, and look at that! That was a rewarding drift, Criterion. There you go. I almost didn't insult you until I brought you to mind, and now I'm insulting you. That was a rewarding drift. I felt like I actually achieved that one without being a 5-year-old that just taps the handbrake. The handbrake or the brake. I don't bloody know which one your personal preference decides to make you choose. It just doesn't sound like it's getting anywhere, this car, does it? It really does need a supercharger or something on it. And I think then it will eventually pass the Golf. I mean, the Golf, if you looked at it completely stock, this one obliterates the Golf like twice or 3 times over. So if we do keep upgrading, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to literally crush the Golf. Speed, acceleration, not so much handling. I do miss the Golf's handling. This does feel a bit heavy, but then again, it is a muscle car. What do you expect, Theo? God, that went weird then. The FPS was like, for the gates, it must have been 30 and 60 on everything else. It was weird. Yeah, this new method of recording actually lets me record play in 60 FPS, not using fraps and so on, because fraps would really destroy my frame rate gameplay-wise. But I hate that this software doesn't do any justice for it. Neither did my capture card, really. Just the reflections on the road from the rain, it's just the best I've ever seen in a game, ever. It's crazy. Until I get Drive Club. But there we go, that was a quite relaxing race. That one's done. We got £4 from that. What's going on? Pursuit Breaker. Yeah, I swear you told us about that last episode, Reggie. I want to take this road because I believe, yeah, there was one there, but is there one on this road as well? No, it's too far away. Never mind. I'm not going to get that one. So what I want to do is do the next toll booth event. Did I call it Speed Breaker event last time? If I did, I'm very sorry. It is a toll booth event. I like this car. I do like it. It just really needs a bit of better handling and a bit more speed, because it does feel sluggish once you get to about 100, which isn't always great. But then again, I am using the DualShock 4 now, so it's a bit different. Maybe the weight is partly due to the controller, because controller, it does make everything feel a bit heavier than normal, which is why they removed the heavy feel from Killzone, which is why I complained about Killzone mostly, not mostly. The gameplay was total garbage overall, but you get the point. Careful around that guy. That guy didn't look like he wanted to race against me. Looks like he wanted to take me off the bloody road. Sorry, sign. I hate how much the signs and stuff slow you down on this game. You don't recognise it until you look at the speedo. That's one thing I like about the new ones. They don't slow you down as much when you smash through stuff. Because that's only logical, really. But if you do crash into a car, I don't want to watch it happen for about 80 minutes. Please. Look at that. Reward. Reward for knowing how to move this car after about 2 minutes of driving it. I say 2 minutes. It's been recorded for quite a while now. But this is what we want, Ghost, Criterion. We want this heavy feel. That's how we want it. This is how we want it. How do you want it? How do you feel? Look at all that detail in the car. Probably more than Need for Speed Rivals. Through the gates. Those clouds look nasty. Well, they don't look nice, do they? That motion blur. Crazy amounts of motion blur. Never seen any before in my life. And it's not proper motion blur either. Is it Akash? Akash, if you're watching this, you can tell like the difference between motion blur. So you used to tell me which motion blur it is, because it looks like everything is blurred rather than just the individual things. Well, maybe they're just blurring everything at once, and they are individual, but they're blurring everything, so it looks like everything. Confused your brain. Terrible corner. I should have taken that shortcut. Should have, but didn't. What about if I take this one? No, that was a bad idea. Really didn't even need to take that at all. Messed me up. That car shadow was floating. Did you see that? Or am I the only one? Hopefully we didn't lose too much time from crashing then. Oh, we obviously didn't, because there's the finish line and we've got 22 seconds to spare. Salted. Oh, shut up. Right, so how much money do we have, actually? We should check that before anything else. Can I check that somehow? I'll jump to the safe house, stuff it. I'm pretty sure there's another way to do it, but who cares? 12 grand. I swear we had more than that. Never mind. I don't even check how much money we need towards the thing. But I thought we could pretty much replay races, can't we? To get some more money towards that. So, one thing I should check is total price of... to modify the car. Just to get a basic idea of how much money we need to put this car to its limit for now. Because obviously it's not going to be the limit for forever. Because, you know... It wouldn't make any sense, would it? Rivals or Most Wanted or... anything like that recently. Okay, so engine, we have... we can't do that yet. That's going to cost quite a bit of money, though. But we have to beat level 7 to get that. And by that time, I think we would have got a new bloody car. Transmission's going to be about 12 grand, I think. Was that 12 grand? It was. I can get that now. Suspension is going to cost me nothing because I can't unlock that yet. We already did the NOS tyres. We can't do anything. Brakes, hopefully we can do something. We can get 5 grand worth of brakes, and we can get no supercharge. So we can only get 5 grand brakes. So obviously we don't need to sell the car really, then, do we? So we've got as much speed out of that as we can for now, which should help towards winning events. Let's try this drag race. Let's see how we go with that, because that'll be very interesting indeed. I was never one for drag races, so... yeah, I don't want to overdo it. But I don't want to underdo it and then have someone fly right past me. That's someone flying past me, isn't it? In a second. Okay. Really? That was close. I was worried then, but we got out with that fine. Speed trap racing is a little different from other types. Well, guess what, mate? I've just done them all, so you don't need to tell me. Oh, wait, no. Okay, never mind. I haven't done them. Now I look like a fool. So we could do speed trap races, but I think I'm going to go with this sprint minimum cop availability, I guess you could call it as well. That RX-7 looks pretty nice. I like how their lights are hidden on that car. They should bring that style back. Yes, here we go. Fly past them, keep a bit of NOS to use it for emergency purposes when somebody's about to overtake me and you left your bin out almost in the road once again. And you definitely did, sir. Do you mind? I'm trying to race here. Don't leave your bin out. People need to drive on this road, not even just race. Pick a bit of speed up from that. Was going to go the long way around for that, but decided not to. That being the toll booth. Squeak from the PlayStation 4 DualShock 4 because it is a squeaky controller after using it for like a day. I'm afraid it's annoying. Come on! I'm going to get a Bluetooth card eventually, I think, on my PC. Try and use it wirelessly. Very nice. Pretty cool. So as I said, if you want me to do a video on the DualShock 4 and demonstrate it, and you can even change the colour of the light and everything. It's pretty cool. Use up to 4 controllers at once. Pretty awesome. So, yeah. Just Google it if you're smart enough. If you want help, then I'll be the one to help you if you wish. The last update was quite a while ago, and I just messed up, so they're all going to fly past me. And we were 70% up through the race, meaning that that was a bad time to fall behind. That was a bad corner. Come on. Don't make me do it again. There we go. This isn't going to be pretty. This is not going to be pretty. It is going to be pretty. And secure second place for me, hopefully, if this guy doesn't manage to overtake me. And this guy has already won, like, first place. And my dog is barking because my family are idiots. Okay, we need to restart that. So let's try that again. Hopefully, I don't mess up again. I need to try and take the shortcuts if possible. They don't really do much time-wise on this game, which I do like. But they are quite horrible sometimes, especially when you got these solid pillars that just stop you dead. But I guess that adds to the idea of them, because you don't want to take a risk a lot of the time. Okay, 120 is where I want to keep it at for around here. Possibly more if I possibly can, and we got to about 130, so that's even nicer. 140 seems to sound slower than 130. We're not doing too bad, actually. I did catch that wall there for a second, but it's nothing major. 130 once again. Shortcut coming up. I'm going to take the shortcut this time and hit that bloody thing up there, which will slow me down a lot. Hit everyone's stuff and lead me out into this pretty easily. That was pretty nice. Up until that corner there, which has flipped my car, meaning I need to panic NOS up here. Come on. They're gaining on me like crazy. $100, 120. Okay. I think we should have pretty much got this one now. What are you doing? Jesus Christ, man. Learn when to pull out. Get it? Pull it now. Hopefully that messes some of the races up. That would be pretty cool if it does. Pretty damn useful. They've all slowed down for the corner anyway, meaning I can just fly ahead over to this finish and get myself a win. Salted in my new car, mates. So if I very quickly carry on with this, we've got the speed trap events to do still, and we've got the circuits to do still. So if how much money have I got actually? I need to jump back to the safe house once again. Let's go back there. So safe house, we've got 5,600. So we may as well jump to free mode. There's no point in waiting, and literally go over to the mod shop using NOS to get to 100 miles per hour on a very short road, and then go in here and give ourselves the performance upgrade that we had left to do. So we maxed out this car, so it's going to be awesome. Was it tyres? No, it wasn't tyres. What was it? Brakes. That was it, brakes. That should improve my handling and make the car a bit nicer to drive and avoid cock-ups a lot of the time, like I've been getting recently. So let's give it one more race for this episode. I'm going to go with a circuit race, and we'll do the toll booth. Speed trap races afterwards. Circuit races are normal races because normal races are cool. Here we go. Perfect launch, perfect NOS, down the road, getting to 100 straight away. That was pretty fantastic for a start. Got a horrible corner coming up there though. That's a roundabout. Never mind. Won't be too bad. I lied. It was awful, and I used the sign to help me drift. I didn't need your hope criterion. I need my sign. Okay, we're good. We're good. Right, remember this is a lap race, so I don't want to go too all out in the first lap. Second lap is really where I want to make the difference. So by that I mean I'm going to keep a lot of NOS this lap and kind of use a lot of it next lap. At the early stages of next lap as well. Don't want to go too fast under there because I don't want to smack my car at the top of that. Use it out of that corner. Didn't do too much there, did it? It got me to about 118 from 100. Really could have just accelerated that. See what you've done to me? Recent Need for Speed. You've made me use NOS to get out of a corner. And I'm expecting a turbo right now. And not a real turbo. A turbo where you go and if the car farts and it goes fast. That one, yeah, that annoying thing. Go! Messed that up. Messed it up. We're coming up to the place where we need to go to get to the checkpoint. To get the next lap registered and ready. There we go. I was going to hit that thing then. I was going to be like, oh, it's going to slow me down about 1,000,000 miles per hour. Like it just did. This is quite a long race. That's not going to slow down. Oh my god, it did. He span! He span! So did he. Two of them span. And I believe the third one just spanned then as well. And I just hit a car. Meaning that I'm a freaking idiot because I was making fun of them and could have used that distance to my advantage. But now I can't. Let's hope they do it again. I'm guessing that's the one that didn't spin out. Maybe he didn't spin out. Maybe the other guys just stayed facing the other way for a while. I think using Speed Breaker through there might have worked. Maybe I should listen to some people's advice sometimes. I'm going to use the corners to help me turn. It's kind of how this works. Especially in a car like this. See how it like corrected itself there and gave me back control after that. Would have been constant slide in any other game. There we go. If we can just avoid that corner. I knew I was going to hit that corner or something. In the back of my brain it was shouting, don't touch the corner. It's one of those double-ended corners. I hate them buggers, you know what I mean? The ones with like the big talky out wall bits and two of them. Bloody can't stand them. Okay, so we're still ahead. Hopefully we don't mess this corner up again. Which should... I'm going to mess it up again. Hopefully he doesn't take the shortcut. None of them did. Great. Fantastic. Meaning the end should be around the corner in a few minutes. 2 hours later. Almost there. Come on. There we go. Oh, this is where they span out last time. Hopefully they do it again. No, no, I've messed up and they did spin out. Okay, that's fine then. I don't know how the hell that just happened. They're all taking the shortcut as well now. Balls. My response. Balls. Still won. Glad of the position of that last bit there. Otherwise I would have been buggered for that race. But there we go. That is that for this episode. That is that for this episode. This is this for this episode. Thank you so much for watching this episode, guys. Make sure to like if you did enjoy. Your likes do help me a lot. Subscribe for more Need to Be Most Wanted and pretty much every other racing game that you can ever think of. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Peace.